All right, this is now the first video slash podcast here in Thailand, and I want to give you a quick update on my life and then share 3 tips on how to stay in shape whilst traveling. So we actually left Switzerland no longer than 3 days ago, and with that we also left quite a bit of stress behind. The last couple of weeks have been actually quite stressful for several reasons. Most and foremost, we left the apartment and we encountered some issues with the owner of the apartment. As you know, when you leave an apartment, you need to clean it and you need to return it in the same condition as when you entered, right? Now, we had been living there for only 1.5 years, and unfortunately the owner believed we did some damage to the walls and whatnot, and yeah, there were some issues with the deposit. Wasn't cool at all. Was quite a stressful experience. We also got sick, our entire family. It started with my daughter getting sick and then us, the parents too. We couldn't really sleep at night, or better, our daughter kept us awake. And so, yeah, a lot of stress combined with little sleep was not that comfortable to live. We were still living with my parents for the last 2 weeks just because of the move and for organization purposes really. And yeah, this is also not easy, right? Especially if you've been living on your own with your own family for a long time and then you go back to your parents' house, and yeah, not easy. And as said, overall it's just been stressful weeks, and that's also the reason why I didn't upload any content really, or at least no podcast. We then entered the plane, traveled to Thailand. We are now in Koh Samui, this little island, very beautiful here. And the travel went unexpectedly well. As you can imagine, traveling with a 4-year-old is sometimes not easy either, but it all went down very well. She really handled it fantastic. She slept on the plane, no drama, no stress. Like, it was a very pleasant experience. So I'm very happy about that. And now we're here. You're here, and yeah, again, it's the 3rd day only, but we already enjoyed some nice walks here at the beach. We had obviously some Thai curry. We have a great apartment here, Airbnb. Maybe you can even see it if you watch the video here behind me. There's a little pool in the living room. So I'm recording this in the living room slash dining area slash pool area slash office, which is fantastic. We have like 3 rooms, 3 huge TVs. I have a height adjustable desk here, which I never had, which was always a dream of mine. And probably the most important thing, we are very close to the beach, and I always wanted to live at the beach, and here I am making my dreams come true. So it really feels amazing. I feel blessed. Weather-wise, it could be better, I have to admit. The sun was out this morning. Now it's a bit cloudy. Yesterday was cloudy as well. But anyway, it's warm. You see me here doing this YouTube video with a tank top and shorts on. I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating here. Yeah, back to the shorts and tank top lifestyle. That's how I like it really. This makes it so much better. Makes life so much better. Just like being in a warm climate where I don't need to wear like trousers and pullovers and stuff. Fantastic. Obviously, like, there must be a downside to that, right? Because like, yeah, where's upsides, there's always also some downsides. And we indeed encountered 3 issues along the way so far. Number 1, the biggest one, jet lag. This is a really bad one. So again, day 3, and I think the first 2 days we didn't sleep at all. Well, I got some sleep, luckily, but my daughter and my fiance, they didn't get any sleep at all, and then they catched up during the day. But it's just bad because in the evening, obviously, I get tired because I'm putting in the work, I'm doing all the stuff here, and then I want to sleep at night, and my daughter wants to play, and then in the morning, I'm getting up back to work, and my daughter is still up, and it's chaos, but it's fine. I'm sure we will get back on a regular schedule in a few days. Have to give it a few more days. Then number two, we had an internet outage the very first day, and this was a bit uncomfortable, not because I didn't know what to do. I mean, there's plenty of things. Even here in the area we were living, we're having a gym, we're having like a tennis court, we're having indoor and outdoor pool, so plenty of things to do. However, without internet, we are lost here on the island because we don't have access to Google Maps. We cannot contact the owner of the apartment. We cannot order food and so forth. And luckily the internet came back after 3 hours or so. I'm actually almost used to it. As you know, I lived in Brazil and there it was an issue as well. Most times it was when it was raining for an hour or so, sometimes no power at all. But that's another topic, another phase in my life there in Brazil. Here we are in Koh Samui and we are facing the same issue. Hopefully this was the last one, because without internet I cannot do my work, right? Well, I could do more YouTube videos, more podcast episodes, because for that I don't need to be live online, right? And then the third issue I am facing, which is quite a brutal one, dehydration. So when we left Switzerland, I wanted to know my weight, obviously, because I'm protocoling everything, I'm checking everything, and I want to see how it evolves now during my travels, whether I gain weight, whether I lose weight. And so I stepped on the scale back home in Switzerland, and then again yesterday here at the gym, and the weight difference was 7 freaking kilograms. Not more, but less. And now, obviously, I didn't just lose 7 kilograms of fat, I didn't lose 7 kilograms of muscle, but yeah, the weight difference is simply due to dehydration. I lost a lot of water and I actually didn't drink a lot. Like, it's just the truth. There's also an explanation to that. Yeah, actually, with that being said, let's get to the tips and tricks on how to stay in shape while traveling. Because the first tip, this is also a reminder for myself, Martin, or you guys, when you go on vacation, when you travel, then make sure that you have water with you and that you hydrate yourself. What happened to me is we arrived here, first day, right? We didn't have like any way of transportation, and then also we didn't have any internet, as said earlier. And I just forgot that we cannot drink the water out of the sink here, right? It's very common in Switzerland, we do it all the time, but here it's a bit different. You shouldn't drink the water out of the sink. And so here we are without water bottles. We just have the water from the sink that we cannot drink. And so here we are. We don't know where is the next supermarket. We don't have a car nor a scooter yet. In the meantime, we have one. It's fantastic. Driving around the island with a scooter. It's like me, Lara, and my fiancé on one scooter. It's great fun. It's great fun. It feels so forbidden. It feels like we're doing something illegal, but it's great fun. Anyway, yeah, I didn't have any water and I was thirsty, but I couldn't drink because we didn't have any water, right? And yeah, it's actually my mistake. I didn't think about that. As soon as the internet came back, then, well, we organized the scooter, and just after that, we actually went to the supermarket. So I went hours and hours, probably almost half a day without drinking water. And therefore, yeah, I lost a lot of water weight. I felt fine. I didn't have any headache or so on, but you know, and I know, if I would continue this way, if I would do it for a longer period of time, an entire day or even longer, then this would get very, very bad. We actually had such an experience in Brazil earlier this year when my fiancé didn't drink enough, and it got so bad that she felt sick, really, really sick, like very strong headache, and she even had to go to the hospital. Back then we thought it's COVID. Turns out she was just completely dehydrated. So first and foremost, like most important, make sure you drink enough water, okay? Especially if you travel to such a humid country where it's just very warm and you lose more water just by doing here, right? Just because it's warmer and the body flushes out the water because it wants to control body temperature, all right? Now, number 2, how to stay in shape whilst traveling. Just keep working out. Just keep working out. It's the same what I tell my clients when they go on vacation or when they go abroad. It was actually even the first day in the evening. We were tired from traveling, and the condo gym here is not well equipped. But even then, we went to the gym, did a little body weight routine, we did some stretching, It was not the best workout, obviously, but I just went there to keep my routine up, to not fall into bad habits. Because what can happen if you do that, if you skip the gym once and then maybe a second time, before you realize, a week goes by without you hitting the gym, and then you have this very bad habit of not going, and you will have a very hard time getting back on track. So it's just much easier when you stick to the rhythm, stick to the schedule. So you go to the gym, knowing it might not be the best workout just because you're tired and you traveled and whatnot, but make sure that you're getting your workouts in. It doesn't need to be the gym, even can be in the hotel room or at home or wherever you are. Just make sure you keep moving and that you keep doing your routine. Very, very important, right? Don't take traveling or vacation as an excuse. Normally, when you're on vacation, you eat way more anyway, and you want to compensate that by actually doing a little bit more of working out, right? So yeah, stick to your routine. Don't skip workout sessions and just keep going. Don't get out of this healthy habit, because it's so much harder to get back on it once you lost it, right? And then a third tip I want to share, usually when you're on vacation or when you're abroad or when you emigrate or when you just leave Switzerland and go to Thailand and say, okay, I'm going to leave everything behind and I'm going to see where we're going with that. I have no idea how long we're going to stay, nor whether we go back to Switzerland or not. It's actually a pretty adventurous experience here. But yeah, we will eat out more frequently for sure. The food here it's very inexpensive and it's very good. So we probably won't cook as much as we usually do. And so my tip here is to eat less frequent. Because if you eat out, you have no idea how much calories are in there. Usually the portions are bigger than you would cook a meal at home, right? And usually, even here in Thailand, with the curry and with the rice, which is considered healthy, there's probably a lot of calories in there, in the sauce. I just don't know. That's the truth. I don't know how many calories are in there. It could be 500, could be 1,000, could be 2,000. I don't know, because I didn't prepare it, and it probably depends from one restaurant to the other, or from one street market to the other. Yeah, since we're having these 3 bigger main meals, I don't have as many meals as I would usually have. My usual schedule would be around 5 meals, or 3 main meals and 2 to 3 snacks. And now I'm cutting down on the snacks. I still have 1 snack for sure, either some fruits or maybe a protein bar that I still have with me from Switzerland. Shout out to Chiefs. They have really awesome, yummy protein bars, really love them. I had one this morning actually. And then if you eat out, then prioritize protein and vegetables. Make sure that you cover your protein requirement. Adding vegetables is always a great idea. It's actually needed. So yeah, cut down meal frequency. 3 main meals is just fine, and make sure that all of those meals have some protein and some vegetables in there. And with that being said, that's a wrap. That's all I wanted to share with you. If you're seeing this on video, then you see how sweaty I got even in the last couple of minutes here while recording the episode. If you want to do me a favor, then share this episode with someone who you think could benefit from the tips, or someone who might find themselves in a similar situation when they leave everything behind and just go to discover the world and go after their dreams, really. Also, I'm gonna do more episodes soon. I will give you more updates on our travel and where the destination here leads us. I also try to include some lessons learned and tips, so you can learn from my mistakes, so you don't need to do them too, so you can implement them right away and, well, become stronger than yesterday.